If you're over 60, there's one small habit you may do every morning that could quietly be putting your heart at risk. No warning, no pain. One moment, you feel fine. The next, you're dizzy, breathless, or worse, lying on the floor. It's not sugar, not salt, not even your blood pressure meds. It's something millions of older adults do every single day. Thinking it's healthy. It's your morning coffee. And I'm not here to tell you to stop drinking it. But as a doctor who's worked with thousands of older adults, I want to explain how this one habit, especially when done in a certain way, can silently strain your heart, spike your blood pressure, and increase your risk of arrhythmias or even heart failure. If heart health matters to you or to someone you love, stick with me for the next few minutes. What I'm about to share could protect your independence and maybe even save your life. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, how do you start your day? Type C if it's with coffee, T if you prefer tea, or W if you begin with water. Let's open this conversation. Mr. Langford was 68, retired electrician, fit, no major health issues. Every morning he brewed 2 strong cups of coffee from his espresso machine. No breakfast, no water, just coffee. Then, one morning, he collapsed in the hallway. His wife found him disoriented and pale. We ran tests. The diagnosis? Atrial fibrillation. His heart was beating erratically, struggling to pump blood effectively. The culprit? That seemingly innocent morning routine. You see, coffee isn't inherently bad. In fact, it has numerous health benefits. But for older adults, especially those over 60, how and when you consume it can make all the difference. Let's break down what happens in your body when you start your day with coffee on an empty stomach. First, the caffeine hits your system like a jolt of electricity. Your heart rate increases and your blood pressure spikes. For a younger person, this might not be a big deal. But for someone over 60, whose arteries may already be less flexible, this sudden surge can be dangerous. Second, coffee is a diuretic. It makes you lose water. When you haven't had anything to drink all night and then consume a diuretic first thing in the morning, you're setting yourself up for dehydration. Dehydration thickens your blood, making your heart work harder to pump it through your body. Third, coffee on an empty stomach can increase the production of stomach acid. This can lead to heartburn or acid reflux, which in turn can mimic the symptoms of a heart attack, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety. But here's the kicker. Many people don't realize they're putting this strain on their hearts. They feel fine, maybe even energized, not knowing the silent damage that's accumulating over time. Let me share another story. Mrs. Chen, a 72-year-old retired teacher, came to me complaining of occasional heart palpitations. She was otherwise healthy, exercised regularly, and ate a balanced diet. But every morning, without fail, she'd have her large mug of strong black coffee before anything else. We monitored her heart for a week. The results were clear. Her heart showed signs of stress and irregular rhythms, particularly in the mornings after her coffee ritual. Here's what we did. We didn't ask Mrs. Chen to give up coffee. Instead, we made 3 simple changes to her routine. 1. Water first. Before anything else, she'd drink a full glass of water to rehydrate after the night. 2. Breakfast before coffee. We encouraged her to eat something, even if it was just a piece of fruit or some whole grain toast, before having her coffee. 3. Smaller portions. Instead of 1 large mug, we suggested 2 smaller cups spread out over the morning. The results? Within weeks, her palpitations decreased significantly. Her blood pressure readings improved, and she reported feeling more energetic throughout the day. Now, you might be thinking, but I've been drinking coffee this way for years, and I feel fine. And you might be right. But remember, heart issues often develop silently over time. Just because you feel fine now doesn't mean you're not at risk. Let's talk about why this is particularly important for those over 60. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to stimulants like caffeine. Our metabolism slows down, meaning caffeine stays in our system longer. Our hearts and blood vessels become less flexible, making them more susceptible to sudden changes in blood pressure. Moreover, many older adults are on medications that can interact with caffeine, amplifying its effects on the heart. Blood thinners, certain antidepressants, and some thyroid medications are just a few examples. But don't worry, I'm not here to take away your morning joy. Coffee, when consumed mindfully, can be part of a heart-healthy lifestyle. In fact, studies have shown that moderate coffee consumption can have protective effects against certain heart conditions. The key is in how you drink it. Here are some heart-smart coffee habits for those over 60. 1. Hydrate first. Always start your day with a glass of water before reaching for the coffee pot. 2. Eat before you drink. Have a small breakfast or at least a snack before your first cup. 3. Timing matters. Try to avoid coffee within an hour of waking up. This gives your body time to naturally increase cortisol levels without the added jolt of caffeine. 4. Mind your portions. Stick to smaller cups and try not to exceed 3-4 cups a day. 5. Watch the add-ons. Cream, sugar, and flavored syrups can add unnecessary calories and affect your heart health. 6. Know your meds. Talk to your doctor about how coffee might interact with your medications. 7. Listen to your body. If you notice increased heart palpitations, anxiety, or sleep disturbances, it might be time to cut back. Remember Mr. Langford from earlier? After his scare, we worked together to adjust his morning routine. He now starts his day with a glass of water and a light breakfast before enjoying his coffee. His heart rhythm has stabilized, and he hasn't had any more episodes of atrial fibrillation. It's stories like these that remind me why I became a doctor. Small changes can make a big difference in heart health, especially as we age. Now, I want to address a common question I get. What about decaf? While decaf coffee does have less caffeine, it's not completely caffeine-free. It also contains other compounds that can affect your heart. So, while it's a better option if you're sensitive to caffeine, the same rules apply. Hydrate first, eat something, and don't overdo it. Let's talk about alternatives. If you're looking to cut back on coffee but still want that morning ritual, consider these heart-healthy options. 1. Green tea. It has less caffeine than coffee and is rich in antioxidants that are good for your heart. 2. Herbal teas. Options like chamomile or peppermint are caffeine-free and can be soothing for your digestive system. 3. Golden milk. This turmeric-based drink has anti-inflammatory properties that can benefit your heart. 4. Warm lemon water. A simple, hydrating way to start your day that can help boost your metabolism. Remember, the goal isn't to completely eliminate coffee from your life. It's about being mindful of how you consume it, especially as you age. Your morning habits can set the tone for your heart health throughout the day. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your heart works tirelessly for you, 24/7, for your entire life. Isn't it worth taking a few extra minutes each morning to make sure you're treating it right? If you found this information helpful, please share it with someone you care about who's over 60. It could make a real difference in their life. And remember, while this advice is based on my experience as a doctor, it's always important to consult with your own doctor about your specific health needs. Start your day right, and subscribe to Health Check for more honest, science-backed health info made just for older adults, and your heart will thank you for years to come. Here's to your health, and to many more mornings filled with the simple joys of life, including that perfect cup of coffee, enjoyed in a way that nourishes your heart. You're not alone in this journey, and you're never too old to protect your heart.